Okay, so I'm starting off with a big fluffy blending brush in the shades Silk Cream and MFEO from my Jaclyn Hill palette from Morphe. And I'm just taking these all over the eyelid and up into like the crease and blending them out. Then I take the purple shade Royalty and I'm putting that on my crease and then, or not crease, sorry, eyelid, and then I'm gonna buff it out. I just want a shade of purple. I don't want it to be super purple there, so. And then taking the shade Sissy in the inner corner for a little bit of more shine. Okay, now I'm starting the nose, and I'm using my Most Loves Mattes palette from Milani. I'm using the shades No Plum Intended and Don't Raisin Your Voice. I'm taking this mainly on my nose, but also under my eyes, like on my cheek. And I took it out pretty far. I wouldn't recommend taking the purple out as far as I did, but obviously you can do what you want. And then with my Modern Renaissance palette, I just used the shade Love Letter to kind of give it more of a pinky tone, just because this, the shades from the Milani palette had more of a gray tone, and I didn't want it to look more like dead, I guess you could say. Now going back into my Morphe palette, I'm using the shade Royalty again, and I'm using this mainly on my nose, but I do take it off like to the side of my nose just a little bit too, to blend it out. I also did put some over my lip. Again, like I said before, this is something you can do. I personally don't like the way it looked on me, but I feel like it can look good on some people. And then I was using a beauty blender to try and like kind of blend it out and make it look more like seamless. I feel like using setting powder and like a powder brush would have worked better though. Now I'm taking my sleek highlighting trio or quad, I guess, and I'm just taking the more purple shade and putting it on my nose. I'm also going to be using it to highlight my cheeks. I just went back into the Milani palette, kind of to like tone things down a little bit. I felt like things were looking a little shiny. Again, do what you would prefer. And then I took the lighter shade in like the purple part, and that is called Bust a Mauve. And I use that to kind of like have more of a transition from skin to purple. And then I'm taking some loose powder, like I said earlier, to kind of just like blend things out a little bit more. So here's the final look for my violet-inspired Charlie and the Chocolate Factory idea. I am not the most happy with how it looks, but I'm not mad about it. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it a lot. If you could subscribe, that'd be great. Obviously, you don't have to, though. Leave a like and a comment.